show you how to hopefully do some CPR and be confident in being able to do CPR. CPR, it's very important. You don't get sicker than that patient that's in cardiac arrest. Okay? We don't need a whole lot of tools in relation to attending this type of a patient. We just literally need our hands. Yeah? And if we have our hands, we can do a lot for that patient. Again, you know, what Pennydinners are doing and Caitriona in relation to this, they're after purchasing a number of defibrillators. They're what we call PAD defibrillators, or public access defibrillators, that are going to be put up around the place. And they will be accessible through the National Ambulance Service by dialing 999. So these public access defibrillators will be externally mounted on the walls, or whatever. If someone is in cardiac arrest, when you dial 999, the ambulance service will know that there is one in that. Once you give the address, the ambulance service will know that there's a defibrillator in that location, and they will instruct someone with you to go get that defibrillator. The code to the lock that's on it, the National Ambulance Service will have that code as well, and they will tell you the code to actually open it. So anywhere around town, there's a number of public access defibrillators already up around town. If you come across someone, just dial 999, the ambulance service will tell you where the nearest defib is to you, and they will give you the code to actually open it. On our behalf, I suppose we're first responders. We have day jobs, but we go through an awful lot of cardiac arrests around the city. Okay, we were stood down for a brief period at the start of COVID, and since again, I suppose last Easter when we went back active with the National Ambulance Service, we've had about 285 calls in the city. Okay, no. You might say that's an awful lot of cardiac arrest. A lot of them come in initially as a cardiac arrest, but they're not necessarily a cardiac arrest. Okay, they can be everything from, we'll say, our drug overdoses, where they're in respiratory, they're having respiratory issues. Okay, but it appears as a cardiac arrest, but the call originates as a cardiac arrest, and then it gets kind of scaled back as it comes down. A lot more information comes in or whatever. But as I say, you know, we've had 280 odd calls since last Easter. You guys are out and about, you're here, you know, you're going to come across people in cardiac arrest, and hopefully by the end of this morning, you'll be fairly confident in knowing what to do and how to respond. So we might just get a quick show, and has anyone here kind of been involved in something like a cardiac arrest? Yeah? Yeah? So
just training, that's right.
Just training, okay, yeah. In real life situations, or?
We were up off Scotland, school grade, and
Okay.
German high school, and one of the guys would all have a heart attack. It doesn't happen myself, and 3 others, we were having finished our early. Okay. But we walked away for 40 minutes away.
Yeah, so look, not every patient are you going to get back. And you know, we go to, as I say, an awful lot of cardiac arrest around the city, and unfortunately, they don't come back from it. Okay? Again, what is key in relation to cardiac arrest is time. Recognizing that someone has gone into cardiac arrest and someone needs help. And it's recognizing that is the key. I suppose what we do with this is we just drive on so that we can get started and get you going. Yeah. So roughly, if there's a fire alarm to go off, straight up the door there. Yeah. And we'll send them from the road up there somewhere. Ladies upstairs. If anyone needs to use the ladies, upstairs. If anyone needs to use the boys' room, it's downstairs. We'll be breaking everything around the 11 bracket, hopefully for a quick cuppa or whatever. Caitriona has kindly provided refreshments and stuff for us there. So,
phone, you use the phone, you know, just take it out. You're welcome to use the phone, just go outside. You're welcome to get a coffee or do whatever you need, you know, like be relaxed in this environment, and you know, we'll try and get most of the information to you. We have 3 hours to do it, it's not a huge amount of time to do this, so we'll be getting you to do a little bit of work as well.
Yeah.
How many people have trained in CPR before?
Excellent.
You should know so many.
Yeah, well, that's great. I know that all those hands I'm going to be watching carefully. you guys are going to be definitely, there is an exam we do. Don't be fearful, anybody, of the exam. We'll have you also, but there is an exam following a sequence, which we're going to teach you. And if you do that here, then you probably do it for real life. It would be great. Just note, the video we're showing is from the American Heart Association. They spent billions on figuring out the best ways of doing CPR. And so a lot of the references of this are dial 911, which is obviously American. What would we dial in Ireland? 112. Any other number? And you can still dial 911 also when you get onto the emergency services. And so every time you mention 911, think of 112. That's the Irish and European number. And the other thing they do is they do one or two little methods slightly different to us. So we're going to particularly concentrate today on how do you know that you need to do CPR on someone. You can answer that one question alone for the rest of your lives, and you will now know. Pardon?
I'm just going to ask that. How do you recognize that?
So before you leave today, you will know how do I know if I'm supposed to do CPR on a person? It's really important. There's a critical thing that you need to know.
Is it the breathing?
It is, and I wasn't going to tell you because I want to keep it in suspense.
It's
But well done. Well done to be the front row. Well done, guys. Alright, so this is a little introductory, just talks about it for a little bit. Yeah, happy with that?
Yeah.
And ask any questions that, we want you to.
Does your course ask as many questions as you want, and we'll do our best to answer the questions for you.